This week on 3D Printed Soup, the return of digital taxidermy, the company which can turn your old spools into wonderful, workable 3D spool towers with 3D printing and a bit of ingenuity. That's right after this. Hello fellow makers, welcome back to 3D Printed Soup. Now long-term viewers of the channel will remember Digital Taxidermy, the company which basically got in touch with us and told us about their wonderful spool towers where you could turn your old spools into proper, workable, awesome terrain for your sci-fi games and your skirmish games like Necromunda and Kill Team. And yeah, I absolutely loved the first editions of these, and apparently they got a new set of them out, Spool Towers 2. So yeah, I had to get involved in that and see if I could put myself some new ones. So I got in touch with them and I have become an affiliate. So yes, I get affiliate links. If you like any of the files you see in today's video, go to the description, click on the affiliate link, buy it via there. It won't cost you any more money. It means I get a little bit extra cash because filament's expensive and I need to feed myself and my children. And yes, you can help out the channel that way. So I have 3D printed a load of lovely spools into awesome 3D printed reusable terrain. Before we do that, however, thank you to everyone who's liked and subscribed. There's absolutely loads more of you. It's great. We are really making traction now. If you haven't, and I know you haven't, come on. According to my analytics, so many of you have not subscribed yet. Drag your cursor down, give the subscribe button a click, and join the 3D printed recycling company, which is 3D Printed Soup. Turn your spools into workable terrain with ourselves in digital taxidermy. Right, that's enough of the self-publicisation and aggrandisation, and let's move on to actually creating some wonderful 3D printed scenery using nothing but 3D printers and your spare old spools. Let's give this a try. Okay, with the parts all printed out, it's time to start assembling this thing, and we've got loads of different options here. I'm going to start off by gluing down all the pathways. These are the ones that go around the edge of the walls and make it look nice and textured. Then you put the walls in, jam them together and glue them in, and they'll all adhere to the empty spool and use it as a superstructure to hold the whole thing together. And yeah, this looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, a few drops of super glue should hold these in place because they all kind of clip together as well, which is really nice. Then I'm going to glue the top on. Now this particular sprue didn't have many places I could put glue on, so I just put glue on all the little bits I could, and hopefully that should hold it down. Then glue all of the reels together, and this makes your lovely sprue tower. And I have also put a nice little crow's nest on there as well, and a bridge. Right, let's get on and paint this thing. Before I do, however, I want to test this out on an actual gaming table. So I took it along to my Friday night Necromunda group, and yeah, everyone said that yeah, it looks really great unpainted, and they can't wait to see what it looks like when it's actually been finished. So yeah, we played a few games, and yeah, it works very nicely with its different layered gantries. So yeah, it's perfect for Necromunda and other skirmish games. So first of all, we spray it with a nice silver. Make sure you are wearing a mask so you don't breathe this stuff in. There we go. Now let's paint some details. I'm going to use Methyston Red to paint this sort of fire hydrant slash valve part here to make that stand out. And I'm going to paint the seams on it in a nice brassy gold as well. Then I'm going to go around with some nice light silver and highlight all the edges. And some bronze and some gold to make the valves, the fans, and all the other bits stand out. While I'm doing the washes and details, be aware that there are affiliate links in the description below. If you use those when you purchase these files, if you decide to purchase them, it just gives me a little bit of a kickback and means that I get a slight cut of the sale. Doesn't cost you anything more, but just means I can continue making these videos, as filament's expensive and I like sleeping indoors, eating people food and feeding my children. Thanks for listening. Now I'm going to put some contrast paint on here to make these lovely bits of metal stand out on that particular section, and I'm going to dry brush this with silver. God, it's coming across really nicely and it's all starting to stand out beautifully. Okay, just paint the bridge with some nice dirty oily brown and we're ready to give this thing a demo. Okay, these are absolutely fantastic. Proper big chunky terrain pieces, but with the superstructure being made out of your spare old spools. And yeah, we've all got dozens of things lying around, whether it's got 3 or 4 meters of filament you're never going to use, or whether they're just sitting there propping up your table, or just sitting in a cupboard and not being utilized. You could throw them away, you could recycle them, or you could upcycle them using these wonderful files for digital taxidermy. I mean, these are absolutely beautiful. You got stairs, you got bits you can add onto them, you got bridges that go between them. I love the bridges actually. They just clip straight in. There we go, and hold on to the side there, and clip onto another one, and you've got a lovely gangway across there, all ready for your kill team or your Necromunda games. And you know how much I like Necromunda. And yeah, these could be used for all kinds of stuff. And the nice thing is, they don't just do sci-fi. They've got fantasy ones. They've got steampunk ones. They've got all kinds of sprue towers, which you can use your old sprues for and recycle them into this lovely, lovely terrain. And yeah, it's nice. It's fun. And it doesn't take too long to print. This here, I did it with PLA, printed at 215 degrees and yeah, 70 degrees for the print bed. And yeah, these popped out straight away. Didn't have any 3D print fails, just went straight up, and also absolutely no support required, unless of course the file tells you it does, but these particular ones had no support at all. So straight up, straight done, lovely 3D printed scenery. So yeah, thank you very much for watching 3D Printer Soup, and thank you to Digital Taxidermy for the files. I'll be doing some more stuff from them later on in the month, but until that time, stay happy and stay safe and keep printing.